the cutest swag guys on pine vase that is only 24 inches long. But don't worry, we're going to come way off of it and we're going to design beautifully right on top of an economical piece just like this. We've got an entire supply list ready for you. Just let us know if you need it. It will also be in the description of this video. We are going to be using a couple of ball picks. We're going to use 3 of these purple, orange, and black. They are just excellent to use for Halloween. Of course, we got our cute little witch's head. We're going to be using this one. And her legs. Her legs are going to go in there too. They're scrawny, but they're perfect for this look. Oh, and 2 ribbons. We're going to use some ribbons that have all those colors because we'll be making a pretty bow to go in. I have taken and flattened out the swag base. So these are 24-inch swag base, which are kind of smaller than you're used to using if you're designing a lot. But they're perfect for things where you don't even care if this part shows. We just want this to be our support for the whole design. We're going to take these pieces and we have already shaped them up, or as I'd say in design school, we've shaken hands with them and we have spread them all completely out. And what we're going to do is we're going to start to lay them on the base, and we want them to come way off. We don't even want to see the pine. By the time we get a lot of our supplies in here, we want that to kind of disappear. So I'm going up high that way and just crisscrossing them, and we're going to make them into somewhat of a little bit of a triangle pattern. And when you do that here, you'll see that they all intersect right here in the center. And you know that's where you're going to want to get a cable tie and tie them on tight to the base. So I'm not even going to use glue yet. I'm just going to cable tie this in right to the middle. So get that nice and tight. Okay, and now this is all nice and stable. And guess what I can do? I can manipulate all these pieces however I want, all right? And use them to shape out with all of that dimension and movement. That really matters in the final look of your piece. So I'm going to cut this off, and what you want to do go around is cut off any of these wires that are just kind of overextending and we don't need them. We need them at that crisscross point, but then any of these other pieces can just come right out. Okay, now this little piece here I'm also going to trim off because it's going to be hidden behind her head. And you know what, it'd be much more effective if we could use it up a little bit higher here. So anything that will be hidden by another main piece you're going to put in, just kind of take them, cut them out, and glue them right where they are. Just make them a little bit longer. So I just glued that into the pine, and I like to give it a little twist around, just a little more support there. This one also here will be covered, so I'm going to pull it out, and we'll hold it off to the side, and we'll bring it back to the foreground. So let's get the head in because that's going to be something that's taking up a lot of space. She's got this really cool hair. We're going to split the hair down the middle. All right, and I'm going to put her in off to the side with her hair on either side. That way I can make sure that hair is going to get shown really pretty above the bow and not just be hidden all up. So I just separated it out. I also have glued her hair, not her hair, but her hat just back just a little bit so we can see her eyes really good. Now she is going to go off to the, kind of off to the left because I want her to be a little bit off center right here. Pull her hair off to the sides. Now I want to go ahead and mount her right here. So I'm going to grab a cable tie also, and we're going to tie her in right on the back of her head right here. Okay, so just cut a couple of little slits into the, it's kind of feltish, so it's really easy to just trim into that material, and it doesn't, not heavy at all. And you can see how I've just gone through her head. Now I'm going to take and just flip this around, and we're going to cable tie this to these pieces that we have right behind here of pine, and we'll have a nice secure placement of her head. I'm going to get that nice and tight, and she's just going to go shoot off to the left, which is perfect. And then her hair will come down later, but right now I'm just going to keep it out of the way because it's one of the cutest things we've got going, but I don't want to get it all mixed into the pine yet. Okay, so her head's in, her cool picks are going on behind her, and now we're ready to get her legs in. I love these kind of projects because they do go quickly. They're fun to make. So her legs, they're going to go in here. We want them on the same angle as her head, so she doesn't look like her legs are totally. So I'm going to kind of just come right here where her other pieces were. Let me trim it down a little bit. So we're going to put this right in that same area, and I'll cable tie her little legs in also. Right in there. Let me grab another cable tie and we'll put them in. See how cute? Now, after that, we're going to be putting in the ball sprays, which make it so easy to kind of get all those balls put in this piece easily. Now look, take and bend her legs up funny, get them going cute, let her kick them up. Yeah, isn't that cute how her feet are going over here? Look at that. And this bow goes right into her body here, and her hair is going to come in around it. You see how cute she is already? So keep that in mind. That's where the bow is going. We've got to add those balls in, okay? Now we have this line going of her legs, kind of from her head this way. We've got this line going with all these balls here. So now we're going to add this in, kind of working against that. And we want these to work opposite right here. So once again, you're going to make another cluster. When you're doing these little cluster designs, they go very quickly. So I'm going to take and trim both of these down. And we're going to add a cable tie in between to secure them. This one, we're going to go opposite each other and go right here. Okay, and you see here, I'm going to bring that hair down like I talked about. Bring it down a little bit. Put the balls right there. Oh, so cute. Now, get this tight. And we want to attach this to that same center section where we're putting everything else. So we'll have our 2 ball sprays going right over the legs and all the other pieces. So it makes it super strong here in the middle. Very easy to do, but nice and strong. Okay, go opposite. Cute. And everybody's wire, remember, so you'll be the hero when this is done. Okay, that's in. Now, before we even fluff up, what I want you to do is put the bow in. So one more cable tie in that same zone right here, a little bit below her chin. Hey, that works great. Then I get some balls above and some balls below her chin. Go in under, put the bow in. Now you can angle that bow kind of like to match her hat and her legs. So that's going this way. So I would suggest doing that too. Just give it a bit of a twist and bring them down. Okay, now let's get that tight again. We got to get it in there tight so we can get it on. Isn't she cute? And you're going to be shocked how really stable she is and well constructed. As opposed to just gluing and poking pieces in, we've got a really nice, strong swag that you're going to be proud to hang on your door or to sell in your Etsy shop. This type of pieces usually sell very quickly for me because they're just simple and easy, and they're just what the doctor ordered. And if you've been wanting to try one of your own pieces like this, I encourage you to give it a try. Now, our last little ball pick was left, remember, from everything else. Look how cute she is. She's so cute. Y'all, make sure you catch the finished pictures. This one we're going to take, I'm going to swirl it in the glue pot here. And we're going to take and just tuck this in on this side of the bow, into the pine, and then that'll give us a little bit of that same pick coming out of the bow. Isn't she cute? She's wild, she's wonderful, and I know you can make her. Blue Merinos, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us wherever you're watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.